What's up, everybody in rock and roll land? It's Josh Maloney at the Dean Guitars booth, Anaheim, California, Winter 2018 NAMM show. I want to speak a little bit about one of our new pieces for this year that I'm personally very excited about, and I think a lot of vintage enthusiasts are going to be super stoked on this guitar. This is the Dean ML, obviously one of our iconic, shapes. This is called the Patents Pending series. What that means is when Dean Guitars first debuted in '77 at the '77 Winter NAMM show, the designs were set and the headstock was obviously very original, so the company wanted to make sure that it wasn't replicated. So what they did in the early days is they stamped patents pending on the back of the headstock. And that was done in '77 and '78 and just a few into early '79. So in order to find one of these, an original one, it's almost impossible now in 2018. So what we decided to do was we wanted to recreate as faithfully as possible the original guitar. So what we have here is the 2018 Patents Pending Series ML right next to an original 1977 Patents Pending ML. And we've spared no expense. We've uncovered every detail we could possibly get. We have a historic collection of Dean guitars at our headquarters. We have over 200 vintage Deans. So we had a lot of resources to draw from when we decided to do this guitar. So this has been in the works for quite some time, but we knew because the vintage enthusiasts are so diehard, it had to be right. So we've literally gone over every measurement of the original guitar and replicated it without a DeLorean or some kind of time machine. This is as close as you're going to get without buying, a $4,000 or $6,000 original vintage ML. So what makes this guitar unique is a few things. Starting at the top, it's the biggest headstock that Dean's ever made. This is how this guitar came out in '77. It obviously makes a statement. It's bold. It means business. You can see that headstock from the 200th row of any arena, and that was very important to our brand. And quite frankly, still is. So you can see we started with the big headstock, the biggest Series 1. We've also replicated the original big truss rod cover. It's got a bone nut, ebony fingerboard, abalone dot inlays. But what's cool is in the early days, Dean guitars rolled in their binding on the edges. So we've replicated that. We do all these by hand. They're all hand rolled. All the binding is hand rolled. It's finished in a black nitro lacquer, just like the original guitars. It features DiMarzio humbucking super distortion pickups, the volume tone controls, the brass V tailpiece, and the brass V output jack plate. It's got single-ply cream binding, but what's cool about this guitar, even though it's opaque, it has a 1/4-inch North American plain maple top under the black finish. So it gives you the tone of the mahogany body and the maple top, mahogany neck, and so on. The other thing we've done that we've never done before is we've replicated the original electronics routes. So the truss rod route is a big triangle-shaped route, and the potentiometer route is more of like a channel. We've used the original string ferrules, original brand. We've also gone so far as to place a strap button on the edge of the horn, the bottom horn, like the original guitars were. They didn't move it to the inside of the leg until later. So we've done that as well. So we're really excited. It's got reissue vintage style Grovers, just like the original guitars. But those were the original Grovers. These are reissues. So we're really excited about this. And this is just the first to come in, a few guitars in this series, but we're excited to be debuting this in 2018. It's the Dean USA Patents Pending ML. If you've never played a vintage Dean, this is as close as you're going to get, and I promise you when you play it, you will absolutely fall in love with it. So get to your nearest Dean dealer. If they don't have one of these, demand that they have one so that you can play it, because I'm telling you, this guitar will change your life. So we appreciate it. Josh Maloney here, Dean Guitars, Winter NAMM 2018.